Hi, ES Hart here, the author with a pen name back for another video. In this video we will be discussing the importance of being consistent when self-publishing. When we decided to self-publish, we knew we didn't want to be a one-book published author. We learned when you self-publish, in order to keep your audience of readers, you have to be consistent. You shouldn't wait a year or more to publish your next book. When readers find a good book, they generally want to see what else the author has. If they see one book from the author, it could turn them off, especially if writing a book series. Readers don't want to wait more than a few months for the next book in a series. If they have to wait, they might not even start reading the series even if you make the first book free. So if you're planning on self-publishing and writing a series, you need to give careful consideration to how fast you can write your series before you publish the first book. Just something to think about. This is where we've made some mistakes. As I told you in our previous video, the first book we published was a book titled The Shattered Pieces of Shay, and it was published in October of 2016. The book that followed this book was published in November of 2016, and our third book in December 2016. Now these three books weren't our problem, it's what happened after the third book was published. After this, one of us had a health issue which required open heart surgery. They say when life happens, it can cause problems with your personal writing. I'm here to tell you it did. Our fourth book didn't come out until September 2020 and our fifth book in November 2020. This was extremely problematic for us. We never gained any reader traction on our books because we didn't have any consistency for our readers to follow. This was a mistake to which we've been trying to correct. The book we're currently writing is slated to come out towards the end of 2021, which still isn't fast enough in the world of self-publishing. So as you can see, being consistent should be your top priority if you have yet to self-publish. Don't just think you can write one book and become an overnight success. The chances of this happening is very, very low. Most famous authors will tell you it took many years before they became a household name. So as a writer, if you can constantly put your name out there and stay consistent, your chances of becoming a household name will be in your favor. Now I'm going to tell you about our second book, Love Song to Simone. Here's the blurb we wrote for this book: can she save her savior from his nightmares of the war? When singer Simone Tyler happened to crash her car in the woods, she had no idea it would be the start of a remarkable journey. Simone would end up being rescued by a masked man who tended to her wounds but refused to take her back to civilization. Over time, Simone discovered there was more to this man than meets the eye. Not only did he have a compassionate bedside manner, but he was also an accomplished pianist. Simone would also discover the man's secret, which included a nightmare of war and the scars it leaves behind, not only on the outside but on the inside. Will Simone be able to help the man who had saved her life realize that he had a life of his own to live in the outside world, not closed off from the rest of the world as a recluse? Will love win out in the end? If you are interested in learning more about this book, please check out the link down below in the description. Also, the link to our website is there as well. So with all this in mind, this is ES Hart, the author with a pen name, saying until next time, keep writing and dreaming, because the reality of your story becoming a book is in your hands.